Yo, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy HD MMA back at it again with another video. Today I got my very long awaited UFC Fight Night Houston Sean Strickland versus Anthony Hernandez reaction and breakdown video, whatever the fuck it's called. I know it's been a long time in the making. I know I said I'll upload it Sunday or Monday or whatever the fuck. And it's Thursday. Almost said Tuesday. Thursday in this bitch. About to be Friday. And I still don't have I still haven't researched any picks for the Mexico card that's coming up in like 2 days. So yeah, I'm running this YouTube shit is fucking kicking my ass, but we're gonna push through it. Yeah, this is gonna be extremely short. I know if I said other videos is gonna be short or whatever, this is gonna be extremely short. Haven't even like gone back and like watched some of the fights to like recap of to give like a accurate recap or like play by play breakdown or whatever the fuck happened. We're just gonna be going on vibes and feels on this one. So this overall, this fight card was pretty mid. I'm gonna say the prelims really sucked. Just straight gorilla balls on this one. The prelims were absolute dog shit for the most part, except for like the Jocelyn Edwards fight and the Njokuani versus Leal fight. The rest of the prelims were just absolute fucking snooze fest, I'm telling you. But yeah, the main card picked it up and saved the card overall, especially the main event with Strickland. Here's the fucking thing, you guys. Look, the reason why I'm on the fucking card, you guys, is because I fucking come in and save the fucking card, you guys. You guys thought it was gonna be a fucking 5-round snooze fest with my fight. Turns out the fucking whole card was a snooze fest, and my fucking main event was the best fucking fight on the card. But yeah, fucking so yeah, we're gonna just get into this. First fight of the night, we had Carla Judice defeating Juliana Miller by unanimous decision. Pretty much what I thought what happened in this fight. Carla Judice was just piecing up Miller for the entire fight for the most part. Miller would get some success with some takedowns here and there, get the back for a little bit in some rounds here and there. She would get the back of Judice. I want to say like a bit too easy. Judice, it is her like third fight in the UFC, and she is, a striker, and they are, women. So you have to give her some grace there with the skill level. But a girl like Miller, who does have skills on the ground, but a girl like Miller who's not really that physically imposing, getting the back that easy on Judice does worry me a bit for Judice's future in the division as a whole, especially with a lot of girls who are very good grapplers, like Blanchfield and Anam Yunus, fucking Natalia Silva's in there as well, Shevchenko, of course, as well in there, Macy Barber as well, or very good grapplers in their own right. I do worry about Carla Judice's matchups in the future on the ground after seeing this fight. But in the striking, for the most part, she was just piecing up Miller pretty much at will, landing combos on her, going to the body, using like round kicks to the body, piecing her up with the combos. She still has Judice still has like some women tendencies on the feet, just with like some just gross fucking like a gross fucking, what the fuck is it? Gross like misunderstanding of range. That's what I was thinking of, like a gross misunderstanding of range, like some tendencies where she just like shadow boxes into fucking thin air. But for the most part, she's looking like a pretty good striker. One of the, I would say one of the best on the feet in the division, and amongst like the unranked fucking area of women's flyweight. I would say Judice is shaping up to be one of the best strikers in there, in the mix. And Juliana Miller, she just didn't look very uncomfortable on the feet, was just getting pieced up, wasn't really landing any offense of her own. And yeah, it was pretty fun to watch fucking Miller get pinged up, especially with these fucking, what the fuck are these knees in this fighter portion? This fucking like knot knee. It's not even like knot knee. It's like fucking, you get like a broken action figure and you bend their fucking like the plastic on it is like fucking deformed, and like the legs are like bending in on each other, like at the joints where it's like connected to each other and shit. Well, I don't even fucking know, but yeah, good win for Judice. She's really shaping up to be a good prospect at women's flyweight. Undefeated in the UFC as well. Good, fair plays to her. Yeah, fair plays to her. Yeah, good win for Judice. That made me 0-1 on the card. Moving on, we got fucking Jordan. I want to say something. But I'll get fucking smacked off YouTube. We got Jordan Levitt. Jordan fucking the mullet. I don't even know what the fuck hairstyle he had. He had like the Charles Johnson, but he had like the top of his head had hair on it. I don't even know what to call it. But we got Jordan Levitt smudging up fucking Yadier Doval by a unanimous decision. This was Jordan Levitt just sticking on to Yadier Doval. When I watched Jordan Levitt for like the research of this card and for my picks, he had way fucking, his control with the wrestling was just way like not as good as this fight showed it to be, and like not as good as like I remember it. Like I never like saw him being able to like control guys and really just hold guys into a position and dominant position and just stick onto them. And maybe I was just like watching his losses or whatever the fuck. But yeah, he showed up really well in this fight. Jordan Levitt got the takedowns, got all the control time, pretty much just stayed on top of Delval. Delval just looking very uncomfortable on the ground as well. He was like not that fast to like defend positions and like get up to like his base or do anything where he was like amounting any sort of defense on the ground and on the feet as well. He couldn't really like track down Levitt. In all fairness, he did like make it really funky on the feet for Delval. He had that like really unique high guard with like the fucking like Muay Thai kind of style where he like covered his hands, but he like had him up with like here, and he was like throwing front kicks, throwing weird funky feints at Delval, making Delval like second guess himself on the feet a lot. Levitt did. And yeah, he made it uncomfortable and funky on the feet, and then on the ground he just stuck to his wrestling, stuck to getting control time. Didn't really care about finishing the fight or mounting any like sub attempts or anything. Just he knew he could just hold Delval down there, and that's just what he did. So Jordan Levitt turned to Jordan Levitov in this bitch. And he got the win off of that. So yeah, and that made me 1-1 on the card. Moving on, we got John Paul Labosniani defeating Philip Rowe by split decision. Labosniani, he showed up really unusual in this fight to me. I thought he would be like have like just be way faster than Rowe in general. I thought he would just be way more like faster and explosive. He chose to rest Philip Rowe in this fight instead. Maybe he like saw how much success Sakyong KO had against Philip Rowe, and he decided he can like do something similar in this fight. And he did for the most part, got the takedowns on Philip Rowe, Philip Rowe, he's always if you can set the tone of the fight early against a guy like Philip Rowe, that's usually how the fight's gonna go for all of it. Rowe, he does need to like build up into his fights. He is like a very slow starter. Also, he is very hittable as well, and that's how I thought Lebowskiani was gonna win this fight. Was just putting it on Philip Rowe early, using explosivity and speed, and he didn't really do that. Instead, put a sort of just leaned into his grappling. Got the takedowns on Philip Rowe. Didn't really let Philip Rowe like get his groove in and settle into the fight and really build any type of offense. Just kind of kept it competitive in the striking for a bit, and just shot under the strikes of Philip Rowe into the takedowns, and that's how he got it done. He had a little bit of trouble in the third round. I want to remember, like, he had a little bit of trouble in the third round. They had a big exchange where Philip Rowe was landing good shots, but for the most part, it was all Jean-Paul Lebowskiani. So, yeah, didn't look that good in his debut, but Philip Rowe is he's not that easy to look good against. You have to be like very, very skilled at one like discipline. With like the wrestling, like suck KO, or the striking or whatever. But Philip Rowe will make it close if you let him. And I think Lebowskiani let Philip Rowe make it a bit too close, a bit too much in this fight. So yeah, fair play to Lebowskiani. Philip Rowe, he is dangerous if you give him space and you let him work. And Lebowskiani negated it for the most part. So, yeah, good stuff from Lebowskiani. Moving on, we got Punahele Soriano defeating Ramiz Brahimaj by unanimous decision. I had this fight, I'm not going to lie, I had this fight for Brahimaj. I thought he won like rounds, 1 and 2, I think. I thought Brahimaj won rounds 1 and 2. To be fair, I do see how you can score for Soriano, because Soriano was landing all of like the effective strikes in the fight, and he did like damage and cut open fucking Brahimaj and like make him bleed, which was something that was like a theme in this fight card. I don't know if like the judges have caught on and they're just gonna do it for all the fight cards, but all of like the really close decisions, it seemed like the judges gave it to the guy who did all of the damage, who was like cutting up and like bruising his opponents and like making them bleed their own blood. That's what I think a lot of the decisions in this fight card were really like. That was like the main deciding factor of all of them, was how much damage did either guy have on their face. And I think Soriano did way more damage to Brahimaj's face than Brahimaj did to Soriano. Brahimaj, he had him in the grappling, was getting takedowns. He was looking for guillotines as well. He needs to develop more of a submission game. You can't just lean on a guillotine when you're offensive wrestling. That's more of a defensive wrestling technique, or a way to like counter the offensive wrestling of your opponent is going to that guillotine. Trying to go for it while you're offensive wrestling, that's a bit tougher. But yeah. It was Brahimaj in the grappling. I had it, but Soriano had the damage, he had the striking, he was landing combos on Brahimaj up against the cage. Brahimaj was just like not really countering and not really moving or like defending it well at all. He was just kind of taking the punishment up against the cage of Soriano, or from Soriano, and yeah, that's what got Soriano the decision. So looking back at it, I could see how Soriano could take that home, but while I was watching it live, I had Brahimaj. But fair play to Soriano. Moving on, we got Jocelyn Edwards defeating Nora Cornola by fucking round 2 rear naked choke. Hey, Panamania, Jocelyn Edwards. She got that thing and she got that thing, if you know what I'm talking about. You got that, and she got that, you know what I'm saying? She got that. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I mean? Yeah, really good performance from Jocelyn Edwards. By the way, she does look good in the tight short compression shorts. I think that should be mandated. Women's fucking. I think women in the UFC should only be able to wear those tight short compression shorts with like only like light palette colors or like light color palettes like red, white, maybe purple here and there. Yeah. But yeah, good performance from Jocelyn Edwards. It was Jalen at range in her lower half. Chewing her up in the striking, chewing her up in the grappling. Nora, she really didn't have anything in this fight for Edwards, which is really crazy. Looking back on how the first fight went, Jocelyn Edwards, she's leveling up big time. They're fighting over like fucking number 10 in the rankings at women's bantamweight, and Jocelyn Edwards was just having a field day out there, having her way with Nora over here. Nora didn't really have much of anything in any facet of the game, pretty much. And yeah, in the round 2, Jocelyn Edwards got the takedown, slammed Nora on the ground, fucking made Nora's fucking shoulder explode or whatever the fuck. I still don't know what the fuck happened to her shoulder, but made her shoulder explode. And then Nora just turned into a fucking limp body from there. She just didn't defend anything Jocelyn Edwards did to her. Edwards just lashed up the rear naked from that and just tapped her out like pretty quickly too. She like tapped after like a second or even like a millisecond. Like Edwards had that choking. So yeah, good win for Jocelyn Edwards. I don't know, have her fight be a Mosquito next or something like that. We get the battle of the jiggles. We get the gyration, the thighs of those two. The gyration of the thighs of Edwards and the gyration of the chest of Mosquito will make the fucking entire octagon shake or some shit like that. But yeah, good win for Edwards. Moving on. Oh shit. Moving on, we got Alden. And that made me hold on, let me see. So the Jadis fight made me 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, and then we got Alden Correa defeating Luis. Oh shit. Yeah, we got Alden Correa defeating Luis Garul by a unanimous decision. This was just Alden Correa just piecing up Garul in the boxing, landing good combos on Garul, defending the wrestling, getting his own takedown as well at one point in the fight. Yeah, just looking way sharper than Garul, way more technical in the boxing, keeping it on the feet, just making Garul look silly out there. He landed good uppercuts on Garul as well. Correa, good combinations. Like a bit of a lack of finishing instincts, to be honest. Like, I think if you take someone else in there, if you take like a Charles Johnson or I think a Joshua Van, and he was fighting Garul in this like same position, I think they would be able to finish Garul in like the third or second rounds, like put it on Garul and like TKO him or something like that, or just at least make it more of like a devastating, like at least drop him in the fight. The fact that Correa landed that really clean uppercut on Garul in like the third round and he didn't even like drop him or like wobble him at least, or put him on like chicken legs with that shot. really worries me in this future of this division with like a lack of like power and finishing ability. But he looked good in the boxing, looked good in the grappling. So yeah, for now you gotta give him hats off. Pause. That sounded weird. Hats off to Correa. He's making a good streak in the UFC, building a good win streak, building a name for himself against tough guys like Costa and Gruel here, who is like a flyweight Miles Johnson, some would say, and yeah, really just outclassed him and made him and showed him levels in the boxing and stuff like that. So yeah, good win for Correa there. I think that made me 3-3. So yeah. Next we got Ode Osborne. Oh no, we got fucking Alibi Idris defeating Ode Osborne by unanimous decision. This fight went sort of like how I predicted it. I don't remember much from this fight. I remember Idris having success in the grappling against Osborne. Osborne trying to like doing his like regular stuff with his hands down, trying to feint at you, look for counters that he's not gonna get. Idris landing good shots as well on Osborne. Yeah, I do not really remember this fight. This fight really had no moments that I can recall. So yeah, Idris controlled him in the grappling from what I could see, and yeah, I picked Idris to win. He won, so that made me like 4-3. So yeah, moving on, we got probably the fight of the night on this card. Really sick fight. Carlos Leal defeating Chidi Njokuani by unanimous decision. This was a sick ass fight. Both guys were just standing, banging with each other. Leal walking through shots. He ate like fucking 5 flush knees from Njokuani while he was like coming in trading combos. Ate like a bunch of like step stand up knees on from Njokuani. Leal did. I don't know how he fucking ate all of those knees from Njokuani, and then but in his fucking last fight, he got flatlined by Muslim Salikov. I don't know how that fucking happens. Chins are the weirdest thing in MMA. So, but yeah, it was a great fight. Both guys trading in the pocket, slugging it out. Leal just with his hands down, walking forward. And Njokuani, he was getting beat up at times. Njokuani, he was like, Leal was just like unloading combos on him and just like piecing him up while Njokuani was up against the cage, covering up, but stayed in there, made it really competitive, made it really sick, trading shots back and forth till the final bell. I think Leal even stumbled Njokuani in like the third round or whatever, or not the third round, like the first round. And maybe in the second round as well, someone at Njokuani as he was backing up to the cage. And yeah, I thought Njokuani would do more with the kicks. He was landing a lot of low kicks on Leal, but he wasn't really like sneaking them up to the head and to the body and the head. He would mainly just rely on like his knees in like the clinch and in the stand up, while Leal was moving forward on them, and Leal just ate all of them somehow. So yeah, really good scrap from both of these guys. I don't know if they got fight of the night, whatever. I had to check that, but yeah, it was a really entertaining fight, really entertaining scrap from both these guys. And that was a headliner of the prelims, and I had Njokuani in this fight. Of course I did. So yeah, I went fucking 4-4 on the prelims. Not too fucking shabby, if I say so myself. Jesus. But moving on to the main card, we got Mikael Pereira defeating Zachary Reese by split decision. And you know how earlier in the video I said the judges, like the theme for this fight was the judges giving the nod to guys who did the damage in the fight. And this was the main like catalyst and main example I want to point to when it comes to this fight, or when it comes to this card, this fight with Mikael Pereira and Zachary Reese, where Mikael Pereira did all the visual damage to Zachary Reese, and that's what got him the nod. But yeah, let's break down this fight actually. So Mikael Pereira was out there looking like a shell of himself, to be honest. He was, I don't know what the fuck has happened to him, like between like the Hernandez loss and the other loss in the fucking the Chris Dawkins loss, but he's just turned into an absolute like shell of himself. It was a pathetic performance for both these guys. Zachary Reese just not having the talent, being like a prospect and not having the talent at all to take advantage of a shy, timid Mikael Pereira. And Mikael Pereira, who is like faking groin shots, faking like I think the eye poke was believable, but like faking groin shots, taking breaks, like making it fucking seem like Zachary Reese groin shotted him just to get a break in the fight. But yeah, it was a pathetic performance for both these guys. Reese not really doing anything. He was just war farming and like throwing body kicks at fucking Pereira. Body kicks and leg kicks he was throwing at Pereira, just not doing anything, not letting his hands go at all. Like barely throwing a jab. Like he is the taller guy with the reach advantage, and he doesn't know how to fucking throw a jab at Mikael Pereira, who's just standing there throwing like the gayest fucking low kicks you've ever seen in a fight. Just throwing these tappy fucking slow ass low kicks. These fucking like 7-day free trial at a kickboxing gym ass low kicks. Mikael Pereira's throwing. And yeah. But Mikael Pereira, he did like get like a knockdown. It wasn't scored as a knockdown, but he did knock Zachary Reese on his ass in the first round while Zachary Reese was trying to throw a kick. Hit him with a right hand that knocked him down for a moment. And he did cause all of like the damage on Zachary Reese's face as well. So yeah, they gave the nod to Mikael Pereira. Yeah, this was a disgrace from both these guys. So yeah. Moving on, I had Mikael Pereira win and he won, so that's all I care about. Moving on, we got the first good finish on this card. We got Jacoby Smith defeating Josiah Harrell by round 1 TKO with ground and pound. Josiah Harrell, he is not built for this, bro. I'm just going to be 100%. He is not built for this. He's 5'7" at welterweight. He had the fucking brain surgery. He got fucking ground and pounded on that side of his head that he had like that big fucking brain surgery scar on as well. But yeah, he's not built for this game, bro. To be honest, he's not built for this game. Jacoby Smith made really short work of him. Fucking was piecing him up on the feet. Harold tried to get takedowns on Jacoby as well. That wasn't really working out. I think he got one takedown on Jacoby, and then Jacoby reversed it immediately. And then that led to the ground and pound finish, was just fucking Jacoby got to side control, I believe, and he just postured up and just started smacking fucking ground and pound on Josiah Harrell. Hit him like 5 times, I believe, until Josiah Harrell just was unresponsive and just went out completely. So yeah, pretty pretty fucking devastating win for Jacoby Smith. Not really that good of like not really like that good of a name to add to his resume. Josiah Harrell stepped in on short notice. Fucking had the big scar, not built for the game. And Jacoby Smith just showing off how athletic he is, how powerful he is. So yeah, good win for Jacoby Smith. Good little paycheck for him. In Texas as well. He trains out of Texas. Got the win in his home state. So can't be too mad about it. Moving on, we got it's not the feature fight. Yeah, we got fucking Sergey Spivak. Sergey Spivak defeating Ante. Ante's in. It's good that. It's tough that. Third nipple. Tough that. We got Sergey Spivak defeating Ante Delija by unanimous decision. This is a really impressive win for Sergey. Even though I picked Ante and I also picked Jacoby Smith in this fight as well. In the fight before. Even though I picked Ante, this was a really impressive fucking showing from Sergey Spivak. Looking super comfortable on the feet. With Ante, was busting up Ante, causing all the visible damage in this fight as well. Looking really good on the feet, really good with in the striking. Not letting Ante bully him too much. Not letting the speed of Ante stifle him as well. Just keeping it calm and composed, keeping it simple, and got the win off that. Was keeping the jab on Ante. Got the takedown as well. I think he was in a bit of trouble in round 2, I believe, where Ante was swarming him. But yeah, it was apart from that, it was mainly Sergey Spivak just controlling the range, controlling the fight as well, controlling the pace, and putting it on Ante and fraud checking him. I would say this fight was more of a fraud check than the Waldo loss for Ante, because that previous fight, there was a lot more like circumstances at play there, where you had the eye poke and the adrenaline dump or whatever. But this fight was a pure like fraud check and schooling from Sergey Spivak. So yeah, not Waldo, fucking Ante, he's not all that. He's not all that that he's cracked up to be. And good little fraud check and win for Sergey Spivak. Yeah. Moving on to the featured fight of the night, where this fucking fight card gets good. This is where this shit gets good. We got Melquizael Acosta. Why do I keep on saying Acosta? Jesus. Melquizael Acosta defeating Dan Ige in the first round by a spinning back kick. Who the fuck? I want to say this one more time. Who the fuck does that to Dan Ige, man? Who does that to Dan Ige, bro? Melquizael Acosta, man. He's got it. He got the juice. He got the sauce. He got the moves. Whatever you want to say, he's got that. Whatever you want to like describe it as, he's got it. He's got it in spades as well. Melquizael Acosta making the fight very low output. Sort of not fighting to Dan Ige's like what Dan Ige has become, which is like the sparring, like Eric Nixick, very hesitant to throw, hesitant to get out of the first gear type of fighter. He was keeping that same like activity level, but like just like a notch above it or a couple notches above it, making sure he can making sure he can control the range and like control the pace of the fight while not like making it like a tit for tat kind of thing with Dan Ige. So yeah. And was doing that for the entire fight until the finish, where Mackenzie Costa, he was backed up to the cage. Dan Ego was looking to explode and try and like get some type of offense off as well, and just ran right into a fucking spinning back kick from Costa, put him on his ass, and Costa just finished him up there. So really great win for Mackenzie Costa. I fucking reacted to it like crazy when I saw this shit. So good stuff from him. He's shaping up to be a really good prospect at featherweight, man. He's big for the division too. He's tall for the division, and he's got really, really dangerous, fucking devastating kicks. So yeah, good stuff from Mackenzie Costa. Yeah, not really much to say, and that was a featured fight. And I had Mackenzie to win as well. I had him to win, so I had fucking Mikael Perez to win. That's 5-4. Jacoby Smith 6-4. Ante 6 and I had Ante, so 6-5. Then fucking 7-5 with the Mackenzie pick. Now we got the co-main event and the first ever one punch slime out on Paramount. And it belongs to fucking Uros Medic. We got Uros Medic defeating Jeff Neal by a fucking flatline left hook KO. Now, this was super unexpected to me. I'm going to be honest. It was super unexpected. It was starting out pretty competitive. They were both exchanging out on the feet. They're both throwing some combos. I think Medic hurt fucking Jeff Neal with like a right hand at the like very early on into the fight that had like Jeff Neal like backing up and stuff. And then I think as soon as Medic like sensed that, he just immediately just went for broke and just smelled blood and just started unloading. He just immediately just engaged into the pocket after that, and they were throwing combos and fucking bang. Uros just smoked him out cold with like a left hook over the top while Jeff Neal was like turning his head away from it. He smoked him with that left hook over the top and put Jeff Neal out cold completely. I think like a fucking string of snot went out of Jeff Neal's like nose as well. Yeah, not much to say about it. Really good win for Uros Medic. Oh, I thought Uros wasn't all that. I thought he was pretty chinny. I thought he was gonna like get slimed out when he gets like into the top of the division and like get like fucked up brutally. But he's in like the top 15 at welterweight with this win. He's in the top 15 at welterweight. Jeff Neal fucking is unranked, and I think it's gonna be cooked for him. But really good win for Uros Medic. I think the UFC they're going to Serbia as well. So when the UFC goes to Serbia, they got Uros Medic to fucking I don't know what they're gonna do with him in Serbia. Probably headline or co-main for him when they go over there. So yeah, Uros Medic made a statement with this fight, and yeah, if when the UFC goes to Serbia, they're gonna call this guy up immediately. So yeah, good stuff for Uros Medic, and yeah. And that made me 7-6 on the card. And moving on to the main. Here's the fucking thing about the main event, you guys. Look, this fucking HD guy, he thought I was gonna fucking lose to this fat chubby Mexican, you guys, and I fucking put it on him. We got the main event: Sean Strickland defeating Anthony Hernandez by third round TKO. This was a really good performance for Strickland. He used way less teeps in this fight than I thought he would. Maybe he was just saving it for that knee to the body for Hernandez. Sorry, maybe he was just saving it for the knee. But yeah, Strickland, he was moving outside on the back foot, keeping the jab on Hernandez, winning a lot of the combos and exchanges on the feet as well. Strickland was doing, just showing Hernandez levels in this fight, showing way more output with the hands, not really using kicks. He did that for for the first 2 rounds. Then in round 3, they tied up in the clinch, and then Strickland lands a flush fucking knee on the body of Hernandez, and Hernandez just couldn't take it. Was just pretty much done from that point. Her fucking heaved over, and then Strickland just smelled blood and just put it on him with the punches. Just started unloading on him, and TKO'd him in the 3rd round. So yeah, he had a pretty good post-fight interview as well. In a post-fight, like in the press conference speech, they fucking cut his mic off. They hit him with the shut it down. In the post-fight press conference. So yeah, good night for Strickland, and that was my recap for the whole card. So in totality, I went 7-7. Main card saved this fucking card. Or the main card saved this card. Blah. That's what I wanted to say. So yeah, pretty good card for the main card. The prelims were shit, like I said. And yeah, I will be posting my predictions for UFC Mexico tomorrow. Be watching that. I'll be doing a fight companion for that. I'm not gonna be going anywhere, so yeah, I'll be doing a fight companion for that. Yeah, not much else to say. I will see you guys later. Peace. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that shit. Blah 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 blah. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.